you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody. Yes, I'm hurt, yes, I'm dead. Most things I don't wanna say. I won't be around while you change.
Hey you guys, welcome back to TaylorXo, or welcome to TaylorXo if you are a new subscriber. So yeah, let's get into this video. So as you guys know, Jazzy was MIA for a good while, but she got her taxes and she has made it a point to show off all her shopping that she's been doing lately, or supposed shopping. I mean, even though she got her taxes, it's still the same stuff. Her buying the kids cheap clothes, cheap shoes, cheap food, everything cheap, cheap, cheap. And that's just the type of person she is. I don't really think she cares whether or not it's cheap or expensive. As long as she has something, she just doesn't care. That's the type of person she is. But she did this vlog, and I just think a lot of her doing things for the kids now is just super fake. I think it's because she does have taxes. She has a little bit of the extra money, but we do know that on a daily basis, after the 1 or 2 months of taxes, and after the tax money is gone and there's nothing left, and the little bit that is left she gives to Legend and not the other four, we all know that it's all fake and it's phony. And she can only do for these kids when she has her little bit of extra money. And to be honest, she wouldn't even have these taxes, honestly, if it wasn't for these kids, because we do know that these kids are the primary the primary people on this channel. She bases her channel around showing her kids and what she does for her kids, but not really what she does for her kids, but just showing her kids on a daily basis. We don't really see too much of her. So I do think that if anybody gets the money, it should be spent on the kids, because like I said, they do help her get her tax check. Like, sis, let's not forget that. Let's not act like, okay, you edit, but at the end of the day, you wouldn't have anything to edit if you didn't have, those 5 kids. So let's get into this video, because I know a lot of people were talking about how she is just, going crazy on cleaning products and Starbucks. And as you guys know, when she shows the cleaning hauls, the $500 cleaning hauls and the Starbucks cups, that's when that the taxes hit, sis. And we know that the taxes did hit. They definitely did hit, and she has not tried to hide it. But she tried to say in a live 2 days ago that she didn't have her taxes. But the way that she's been spending, I don't know if these are old videos, but I know she's been had them. But the way she's spending, obviously, we know she never has any extra money, and all of a sudden now the kids love to eat out, and she's getting herself some little 2 pieces to work out in, and she's spending crazy money eating out and getting the kids supposed shoes and clothes. So we definitely know that she did come up on something. But let's get into this video and let's get into this clip.
You sure you want to go back to school? You don't want to stay with mama? Okay, go back to school then.
Bye-bye, Mama.
Go back to school then. Go back. Tell us to go back.
Bye-bye, Mama. You yourself.
You gonna be doing it myself?
Yeah.
Can you not chew on your shirts? Why is you doing that? Pull on your clothes, girl.
So I know a lot of people would say that I'm reaching for that clip, and oh, why do you have to nitpick every little thing? But I just find it so strange that she, number one, didn't know what checkup it was for Legend, and number two, I guess, I don't know if she took Ava out of school early, or it was a half day for her, or she planned on just taking her home after she got her out of school early. But I just find it weird that Ava didn't want to go home with Jazzy. I mean, what kid, especially that young, wouldn't want to go home and spend the rest of the day with their mother and their little brother? Like, who would rather go back to school? And you could just tell that, like, Ava just, doesn't really, I never really see Ava and Jazzy bonding too well, talking much. And I just think Ava is one of the kids that she does push in the back, just like the other two. And I just find it strange that Ava didn't want to stay home with Jazzy. And, you could tell that Jazzy kind of like was wondering why, like, I think any mother would, like, why wouldn't a child want to stay home with their mother? But, who knows? I mean, Ava could have just wanted to go to school that day. But like I said, I do think that the kids know that when they go home, they're probably going to have to stay locked in the room and they don't have anything to eat for the rest of the day. But let's get into the next clip because I want to move this along and then we will talk about it.
About the, what is it called? Barkeeper. I should try that. And I got this urine and eliminating stains and odor. This is really to clean around the toilet and if Bentley have any accidents, diapers, and that's it. So that's everything that I got. Okay, you guys, so I just finished.
And like I said, y'all, I had to add this clip in of her showing all these cleaning products because like I was saying in the beginning of the video, as you guys know, that this girl just has like something with when she receives her taxes, she just splurges on a bunch of overpriced cleaning products. And it's just like, sis, you know, you have been having a house and apartment for too long to not know kind of the ins and outs and the cheaper options for cleaning. Like, why just get money and just go to Walmart and just splurge on overly expensive cleaning products that you don't even need, because we don't even really see her clean anyway. And the way that her feet be looking and the rest of the kids' feet be looking on that floor, it just tells us she doesn't wash that floor not even once a week. So why are you concerned about just getting a bunch of overly expensive cleaning products that can wait? Like, at the end of the day, you know, the kids need more. The kids need to go out and, you know, make memories and experience things more than you need to just have overly expensive cleaning products just sit in your house. Like, you know, this girl just wastes, like, you know, between the eating out, the cleaning products, giving Chris money, just the unnecessary door dashes and things that she does. Like, you know, you would think, sis, okay, you know, that's cool for people who don't have 5 kids and, you know, are single and have a life of their own, but you have 5 kids to worry about that you struggle for the rest of the year to provide like simple things like, you know, holiday outfits and back to school outfits and shoes and, you know, Christmases and birthdays and things like that. So you should be saving your money, because we know that when these things come up, you act broke and then it becomes, you know, the subscribers' problem to come together and figure something out for you. So I just found that so strange. But let's get into this next clip because like I said, we're just gonna move this video right along.
Just $24.98. I got these and I'm gonna work out in those because I need something comfortable. Like I said, it's the summertime. My kids like breathable shoes, breathable tennis shoes. These are real I noticed that a lot of Walmart shoes are breathable, so I got Aiden these. Well, he picked these out. I got Legend these little slides. They didn't have any in Aiden's, so I was trying to get Aiden some too. They didn't have any, so I got him these. Legend's out of focus.
So she started showing, you know, these clothes that she got the kids, or not clothes, but these shoes that she got the kids from Walmart. And people were, you know, mentioning how she said that at the end that Chris was going to go out and buy Legend some Nikes. And she said that Legend has the least shoes out of all the kids. But it's funny because every time we see Legend, he has a new pair of shoes on. But with the kids, we just see, you know, the repetitive shoes, the shoe wearing all the time with the other 4 kids. So, you know, I find it strange that you just went to Walmart and hurried up and bought these kids $15, $20 shoes to go to school in. But Legend, you know, we saw a couple weeks ago or a week ago that Legend had on some new Nikes, and it's just like, sis, you can't just do for one and not the other. I mean, I understand that they also have their father that can buy these things for them, but at the end of the day, you know, you can't just do for one and not the others. And it's not okay for Legend to be walking around with the Nikes, especially when, yeah, he does walk, but he doesn't go to school and he doesn't, you know, go out and about and do things like that, or do things that much for him to be seen. But, you know, the 4 kids go to school, and I would think that Walmart $15 to $20 shoes would not be lasting long after playing at school and, you know, going over their father's house, going to basketball, you know, going to the park, wherever they go. I would think that those shoes would not hold up. And just the quality of Aiden's shoes, like, I was just like, sis, I just don't understand what makes you, you know, think to go to Walmart and buy these things. You know, it's already bad enough that you never do anything for your kids, but, you know, you can't even, you know, just get them some quality things so they can last, because we know that, you know, when the tax money's gone and they do need new shoes, because I would think that that those shoes wouldn't last no more than, you know, half the year, you're going to have to go and get them a new pair of shoes. And most of the time you don't want to invest your money into doing things like that. So, you know, it's important that when you do go out and buy them things, you buy them quality things. And this shouldn't have to be something that reactors tell you. This should be something that a mother of five should already know, because we know that, you know, we buy our kids shoes and clothes all the time. We know that quality is so much better than just buying a bunch of things, you know, at least for me. But let's get into this next clip, and then we'll wrap this video up.
Hey, okay. So like I was saying, Chris, he got the yard cut, and even though he wanted to go and get his lawnmower, but he's been working overtime, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah, he got the yard cut. I think I'm going to start lighting up our fire, because I told him, I said, I want to come outside more and, you know, light it up and things like that. He got it cut, and they redid our front yard. They rebedded the front yard. Only thing I want to get is some more mulch for the front, and probably let the kids plant flowers. But
so at the ending of this video, she mentioned how Chris hasn't really had time to cut the grass because he's been working overtime. So he called some people out there to do the mulch bed and to cut the grass, and how it looks so much better. But then it's like, sis, you know, he does have a lawnmower himself, and we have seen him there, you know, for most of the week, every week for the past few weeks in the past. So it's like, where all of a sudden now is he to where he's not able to take 30 or 20 minutes out of his day to go cut the grass? Because, sis, that's not a big front yard, and that's definitely not a big backyard to where he couldn't just take 20 to 30 minutes out of his day to just cut the grass. And it just seemed like the vibe when she said that he was working overtime, she just looked away and made this sad face, like, you know, something more to it. And I feel like now, you know, when she doesn't really want to tell what he's doing or what's going on, she just throws out the fact that he's doing overtime, so nobody, you know, questions anymore. She just can easily say, oh, he's doing overtime, and, you know, people can leave it at that, and that's that. But we know that there's more to it, because, sis, you know, why is your man never regularly around? Like, why is it he goes these periods to where he's there for 3 weeks every day, all day at a time, and then, you know, all of a sudden you can't find him, or he doesn't appear in vlogs, he doesn't appear in lives, you don't speak on him. And we also noticed that since Liv exposed him, we haven't really seen much of him at all. I mean, we've seen him in the video where she showed the house tour that she was going on, but that was really it, and he didn't even talk in the camera. So, you know, I'm kind of chalking it up to maybe he just doesn't want to do YouTube anymore. I think, you know, because of everything that's been going on, you know, all the things that people have been saying about him, maybe he just, you know, just told Jazzy, don't film him anymore, and he doesn't want anybody to get an explanation. He just is done. So who knows? But I do think there's something behind it. And just because, you know, sis is always just there by herself. You know, the kids even said that she's always by herself, or at least that's what they try to say. And, you know, her vibe, it just really gives off that, you know, he's just not around much. I mean, I don't know if, you know, she gave him some tax money and he decided to dip off and, you know, do God knows what, or go see God knows who with it. You know, we know that Chris is a very sneaky, you know, person, and he does things like this. He's known for it in his past relationships. So for Jazzy to think that anything would change with him, you know, or it's just like, sis, he gets this money and he dips on you, and you still think, you know, that you can come on here and, you know, save his ass and, you know, try to lie for him, when we all know what's truly going on. When you know, the people that are in your life that talk to you on a daily basis come on here to spoil your business. So, you know, it's just kind of strange that also, too, you get this tax money and all of a sudden now Chris paid for the yard to get cut. I truly think that she paid for it and she wants to pass it off like, you know, he did this nice gesture to, you know, pay for the grass to get cut, when we know that Jazzy paid for it, because Jazzy did get her tax money. And I think it was just something to say, because, you know, maybe she's been seeing people questioning, like, where is he at? People have been saying that he's gone. You know, we know that Jazzy always wants to come on here and try to make it seem like everybody's wrong and, you know, her man is right by her side, there with her every day, when we know that clearly something is going on. If all of a sudden he was there and after he was exposed, you know, we no longer see him, or you don't speak on him. But, you know, I just don't really know what to say anymore about Jazzy. The whole thing is just so old. you know, this whole thing between her and Chris. And it only get worse before it gets better. I mean, you know, who knows? She might end up pregnant, and that could be just the worst of the worst. But who knows what's to come, you know. But I will be reacting to all the whole train wreck of Liv and Jazzy, because despite them not being consistent, they always come on to give a train wreck here and there. And, you know, people always show up for it. And it is what it is. You know, it's what this whole social network thing, it's just what comes with it. And some people, you know, really don't care about exposing, you know, all the wrongdoings in their life. They just, you know, they don't care. They just love the drama. But, you know, I do think that Jazzy is truly being fake for, you know, the cameras. I think that she is now trying to save us and, you know, try to show like she does care for her 4 children, because we know that she cares for Legend because of how much she spoils him. But I think she is, you know, trying her cheapest way possible to make up for not doing for the Davis 4. And I think that, you know, she's just trying to do whatever, just however, just no thought, no, you know, nothing into it, just to do whatever so people get off her back about not caring for her children. But comment down below what you guys think about her, you know, just splurging this tax money and blowing it like it's just, you know, just throwing a cup of water out the window. You know, we know she'll be broke soon, and that's when, you know, we'll get all the extra depressing videos, and, you know, y'all know Jazzy's typical vlogs and content. But comment down below what you guys think of this whole thing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for another one.
Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different.